Well, I'm talking to you from the park. I've just been to do my 30-day visa extension, and I hope July the 1st all the nonsense I've just been through ends. You're backwards and forwards, you get this copied, you get this signed, you get this stamped, and there's no real explanation at the beginning of the process. They put 3 forms in separate things that you have to fill in, stick a photo on the back of one. Why? Because they've got a copy of your passport, etc, etc. And right at the end of the process, when I actually went to collect my passport with the visa stamp in, I still had to have another photograph taken. And the only reason I can think is the ones I had and stuck on the form were recent, and obviously the passport photo was taken some, what are we now, 22, about 14 years ago. But when you compared the two, there wasn't a lot of difference. I didn't have any hair in them days, but TM30 form. When you register in a hotel or a guest house, or where I am in a condo, the landlord has to register you as a tenant. Luckily for me, I spoke to the girl on reception last night and she photocopied this form, and they had registered me, but I was talking to a guy in the queue whose landlord hadn't, and it was his 3rd day backwards and forwards. Now my visa, my original 30-day visa, runs out tomorrow, so I would have then been on an overstay at 500 baht a day. So beware, folks. Check, check, check again. Every detail. As I say, I hope it all ends on July the 1st and it goes back to being relatively easy, but I can't see it myself. I've just come round here to calm down because it's just ridiculous, and I wasn't the only one. I mean, there were so many there with problems. Some guys hadn't turned up with photos. They've got all the facilities on the site. Photocopies cost you 2p. Photos, I think, were 80 baht each. Luckily, I always carry at least a dozen, because when you're travelling, most places want extra photos on application forms. So there's a tip. To save yourself some money, get a load of passport photos taken. Anyway, I just thought I'd hopefully save some of you some problems. But at least now I'm visaed up until the 22nd, but I leave on the 20th, so I gave myself plenty of time for any mishaps. I'll see you soon. While I'm here, I thought I'd give you a look around the park. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning now. Quite cool in here in the shade. Local shop, selling all you need. still, at least I'll be here July the 1st to see the big day and see what actually does happen with all the restriction lifting. Let's had some rain because that's not normally as full as that. Just see the wall under the waterline. Busy for a weekday. Tuesday, 21st of June. One question I did have was whether they'd run the 30-day extension from the day it runs out on the 22nd. I was a bit worried about that, that's why I left it until today. Otherwise I'd have, after finding out they do, I would have come yesterday. Gives you a bit more leeway if there are any mistakes on the side of your landlord or hotel. Remember guys, make sure you ask if you're staying in a guest house, condo, anywhere, for that the fact that they've actually registered you on their system with immigration. They should do, because they photocopy your passport obviously when you get there. But unless I'd have asked last night, I'd have had a half-hour trip to go back and get one. And if you go back and find out, like the guy behind me, they hadn't registered, it's going to cost him, I think he said, 1,500 in overstay, which can be very dodgy in Thailand if you push it too many times. They do not like overstayers. Fines definitely, prison occasionally, if you're a bad one anyway. All these remains from the February Flower Festival seem to be taking their time clearing the park. I wish they'd let you get longer visas. It'd be great, you know, if they sort of got a price list up. Because like some of us are lucky enough, if we're retired, to be able to stay for 6 months at a time. But they make, the last time I tried to do that, I had to leave the country twice. I got there to renew it one day and they said, oh no, you've got to leave the country, you've done it too many times. And I said, oh, so you want me to spend my money in another country and not Thailand? And he looked at me like I was nuts. So I went to Hong Kong, which I enjoyed, and they nearly refused to give me a visa because I'd had the wrong one given to me down in Cardiff at the visa consulate down there. I got it in the end, but a bit scary. The fact that my flight was booked from here, and if I couldn't get back I'd have been stuffed. Camphor tree. Prime Minister of Japan, Mr. Zenko Suzuki, presented that in 1981. Lady doing yoga there. I wish I could, I'm sure she won't mind, but I wish I could do that. Cool. I could never do handstands, let alone standing up like she is. A couple of young nurses there doing some homework. There's a school group under there, look like foreigners. Right, I'm going to go in the search for a cold drink now, I think. Back to the bike and away. It's going to be a warm day today. I think I'll head to Nest Coffee, even though she's put her prices up by £5, she's still cheaper than most. That's the park office. Ah, they brought the mats back. You can rent these mats. They used to be £10, now they're 15, but you can have them all day. I think they stopped them during COVID, and they're the first ones I've seen. That's my third visit since I've been here this month. All the weightlifters. Nothing special, most of the dumbbells are made of concrete, it's good. Loads of exercise machines all around. Right, away we go. Oh, I have to come and eat there one day. That's new to me. Looks quite popular as well. I know I used to get drinks there before. See if I can sneak in without these dogs attacking me and get a shot of these. I don't think I got this one the last time, this fastback VW. Maybe I did, I can't remember. Nice condition that is. VW minibus, which I know I did get. Bit of a hot rod guy, this chap. A lot of big off-roaders here. Bit of a monster. Right. Away I go.